Traffic South Ardmore, 47 Charles Eagle, back by 59. To 110907 Monaco.
There's nothing down here yet that I've seen.
Hello. Hi. What's up? How are you? Ivan, I'm working in my car. Well, hello, MK. How are you? MK, you're the only reason I went live. I wasn't really planning on going live until later tonight, but you said that you were going to be watching, so I figured I'd come here and say hi. Incident response. Thank you very much. MK, I got the music. I don't know how that's going to go with the swim or with your animation, but it's your edit, your swim meet. I will do what you send me. I'll make do with what you send me. How about that? It's such a sad song, but a happy moment. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'll try to create some magic for you. Excuse me, I got some stuff in my throat. Danae, I'm good, thank you. Loud Man, it's 2014.
Additional, your 415 there, 2030 South Vegas Boulevard. Here, call back with the additional description. Suspect as Kelly here is approximately 5'8", 230 pounds. She's no longer in the area. Additional information, 75 by 31.
Well, thank you, Laura. I'll do my best. Yes, Chance Brothers, I did. And it's amazing how quick everybody wanted to show off how they traveled to Paris. Everybody had to put a picture of themselves in front of the chapel and brag about them going to Paris. So quick, everybody makes it about themselves.
5826,
662 South Alvarado Street at the Westlake Red Line on the mezzanine level.
Well, Tyler LPS, it's a little weird, but all right. Thank you, Daniela. I will be. Yeah, Danae, talking about the building in Paris. Most of the people on the internet were real quick to make it all about themselves.
Return to the CT for 7020.
MK, whatever you just sent me, I'll look at it later. Apparently it wasn't Word, so I'll check it out later. Hello, Oregon. Hello, Valerie. Incident response, it's a good question. It's a good question.
537 West 49th Street, Preston, 1058-30-1203.
Just have to wait and see. No, I don't have a ride-along with me today. I think my next ride-along is going to be the 28th. Actually, I take that back. Come on, get out of me. MK will be my next ride-along. She's on spring break. She's on spring break next week and wants to come out with me during the day. So I told her I'd come out during the day. Thanks, Chance Brothers. That's very good advice. Hello, Connecticut. Who is that? Was that Janet? Janet, be careful. Sip it with caution. The first one or two that you have, your body's gonna go, whoa! And then once your body gets used to it, you'll be all right. But just be careful there, Janet. Connecticut, I just got out. So, I've maybe been out for about 30 minutes, but no, nothing nothing going on. Parked my car and here we sit. I don't know what that is, incident response, so I'm gonna say no. What up, Al? Yeah, actually, that particular story, I wasn't out, and one of my buddies was listening to the scanners, kept blowing up my phone. I figured I'd go check it out. Got in my car in a pair of swim trunks and sandals and flew to the story and was able to grab some hits. I never even stepped foot on the freeway. I shot it all from the side of the freeway because when I saw where it was, I knew Telegraph paralleled it, so I knew I'd be able to shoot it from Telegraph, and that's what I did. I shot it from Telegraph in my sandals. Like I said, never even stepped foot on the freeway. I have no idea, Van, and I'll never know. I did see some of it, Al. I did see some of the sunset. It was kind of cool. Right on. I've been wanting to get it. I'm pretty sure I have Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, right? When stuff gets to you in 2 days, it's the same thing, isn't it? There's a couple shows I've been wanting to watch on Amazon. I've been wanting to watch the Amazing, whatever her name is, and the Jack Ryan show. All right, Justin, I'll bite. Explain. What up, Buggy? Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Right on, Mike. That sounds pretty interesting. What's up, Sean? Justin, I guess I don't have a choice if you put the comment down. Hey, MK's back. And my mom's here. Hey, Mom. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Mom. What's up, misery? Sitting here waiting for a call. Yes, Amber Lou, you did. You found live. Sean, I would have to say nope. Can you give me an Amazon Prime subscription? I will have hats and shirts here soon. Kevin, Scott at LOUDLABS.com. Jack Daniels, I used to have a bearded dragon. I got one back in the 90s. I think I got it when I broke my legs. Yeah, I did. Electric Entertainment, it does what it does. Hey, Buggy Game, right on. Good for you. Yes, Janet, gas is expensive. I'm guessing it's going to hit $6 here real soon. That's pretty gnarly. That's way gnarly. Oh, Wood Iron Creations. You don't know who I am, do you? How you break your legs? Ah, female driver. Car accident back in 95 or 96. What is it, Mom? I always forget. Is it 95 or 96?
191, October 1, difficulty breathing, 1341 North Walnut Street, Olinda Avenue. Engine 159.161, injury ALS, 13228 South Wilson Place, 132nd Street.
And for the one who asked what kind of car I drive a 95. Boom. 95. It's not code 2, it's code 20. It's a long story, but there's a documentary guy who was doing a documentary on, I think it was transvestites, or I don't even know if you're allowed to, I don't even know if you're allowed to say that anymore. It's about she's in Hollywood being attacked. Zach happened to get a story one night. He and the documentarian, or whatever you call it, the guy who does documentaries, hit it off and started talking, and then that documentary guy started following Zach and Zach's crew. Then the show came out. Zach was legally not allowed to be in that documentary. Now that time has passed, the documentary guy can come back. They because Zach's out of the industry, he won't have any new footage in there, but he'll have old footage in there, or they might even have took him out, to be honest with you. And then they did film some new guys, and it was supposed to come out last summer. It didn't, and it'll end up coming out whenever they release it. Now they're saying at the end of this year, but it's called Code 20, and it's spelled 20, T-W-O-Z-O-R-Z-E-R-O. Code 20 is basically what it means. Code 20 is it's media, it's press. It's the news. Code 20 is what the police radio call, like how 187 is a murder suspect. Well, code 20 is media. So when they say code 20 on scene, you hear that over the scanners, that means media is on scene. So they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and I don't know if that's because they're just not done with it or trying to make it. It's just I've seen a few trailers. It's just one long music video. Just one long music video. You're gonna hear some stories from 7 guys that are with on scene, and it's about it. It's nothing like Shot in the Dark, and it has nothing to do with Shot in the Dark, except a couple of the guys that were in Shot in the Dark for brief seconds are featured in the show. If I think, let's see, Zach and John were featured, and they're not even stringers anymore. They might have followed Brandy for a minute, and she's not with them anymore. I'm guessing Anthony is going to be in it, and I'm pretty sure they went to Houston, Texas to talk to Jeremy. Yes, Fat New York. God bless Tiger Woods. That was pretty amazing. That was awesome. Now I'm interested to see the U.S. Open and any other tournament he enters between now and the U.S. Open, but U.S. Open is going to be exciting. No, Jojo, I don't. Absolutely not.
Okay, that's affirmative 962.
Well, Denise, you should probably refresh.
125 Long Beach Boulevard.
I'm showing Cuddles Jade. I'm showing 120, which is a lot for me. 123, which is a lot for me to be sitting here doing nothing. And so the 123 people sitting here watching me do nothing, I apologize. Oh, 2 people got bored. Oh, less now. Hey Scott, do you get along better with PD or fire? Close ever since the show, both. But before the show, definitely fire. As a matter of fact, I've had officers come up to me and shake my hand and saying they appreciate what I do. I just had a Southgate PD officer do that the other day. Almost broke my hand. Dude, that dude was strong. I was taught not to shake a hand like a little bitch, so I kind of shake it kind of hard, and anytime I do that, I always get a harder one in response. And yeah, my hand hurt. I know a long driver. When I say a long driver, as in he doesn't drive his car a long ways. He does the long driving championships for golf, and I believe it was Matt Hanger. And when Matt shook my hand, it was hard for me to play golf that day. Fuck, man, that hurt. Yes, I'm gonna sell press shirts and press hats. Coming soon. Coming soon. Bam! Cynthia, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the $10. $10 make me holla. Bam! Look at Al. Bam! Possibly, Al, possibly. The most we ever had once, I think, was 500 and something, and that's because Ice Poseidon's stream made way over here and started trolling. Oh, SoCal Eats, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Thank you. Remember, guys, I don't work hard for my money. You guys do. And don't get me wrong, I work for my money, but as you can see, I'm not really working hard. Bam! Octavius, thank you. The last stream we had, as a matter of fact, I ended up feeding 6 stories that night, and you guys were a part of 3? I think you guys were a part of 3. And then I got another 3 more. I got a car fire, a mobile home fire, and... no, maybe you guys were a part of 4 of them. I think you guys were a part of 4 of them, huh? I know 3 for sure. No, you guys were a part of 4 of them. You guys were the deputy crash, the DUI crash, the Long Beach car fire, and the... come on, you'll remember it, Scott. Boom! More donations. Boom! More donations. Holy Christmas. What were the 4? Now you're making me mad. Okay, it's donation day. Bam! Whoa! 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 Thank you, Octavius and Shauna and Tams and Frazzle. Damn, I know, MK, and you're not even here. MK thinks I only get donations because you guys like her. They like me too, sweetie. They like me too. So what happened to you guys were there for Street Racer Crackdown. That was the 4th one. Yeah, you guys were there for Street Racer Crackdown, Deputy crashes on the way to Pursuit, DUI crash on Imperial, which got a lot of hits actually. The Bad Night car fire, and then what you guys didn't see was the 97th Street auto fire and the mobile home fire. So I was the best stringer that night for shizzles. Right, Cynthia? They did ask if I had any donations. Good night, MK. See you tomorrow. Have fun. If I don't see you in the morning, have fun at your After school party. Enjoy. David, right on. Good. And Ski Mask Andy probably didn't handle it properly. That's why Howard likes us now. Hey, look! And there he is. And there's Howard. Speaking of the devil. Was he up here before? Oh, there was. Yeah, he is. There he is. I was wondering if someone saw your name and then brought you up. But bam! Oh, Vanessa! Dude! Damn! And here I wasn't gonna stream except for, I guess it is MK's fault. That's funny. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Damn! Damn! What's up, Howard? How are you? How's the best troller ever? I just Snapchat you. You didn't Snapchat me. I'm not on Snapchat. And if I am on Snap, it's not me. No, Kaylin, you didn't miss anything. I'm just I'm a lucky dude to have such nice fans. The triple L's, the trips, the L trips. Scott in the dark. Now I really feel guilty. I need to find you guys a story.
We're responding from the call on Roberts at 03 to Peter Sinai Hospital. I should have been.
We'll find something. Even if it's just a fire hydrant or something. Let's find something. Octavius, Victor is doing good, man. It's a little bit surreal. I'm so proud of that kid. I can't believe he's doing it. That's what he went to school for. That's what he joined me to do, was to follow that dream, and now it's all coming to a reality. That's so awesome for that kid. So awesome. So what's the total so far? I have no idea. It says 55 up here, but that's a lie. That's a lie. Let it. It was going so fast it can't calculate. I'm guessing it's over 100. Ryan. He doesn't really drive. He has his motorcycle and he has that car. He doesn't really drive that car around. He rides his bike a lot. You're waving at me? All right, I'll wave back.
Fernando on 7 John Ocean Lincoln 031.
You're the faster. There's a couple bucks, Frank. We're just hitting a 275 suspect gunpoint on Anthony, just south the road. We're going to be
forward at CBS, suspect smelled black, Palmville.
bringing us to Frank the Dino. 2735 now, pushing the same suspect.
Ah, Mendez. Don't be nervous. But I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and he was talking to Tom Papa. And the first couple steps going into the gym that you haven't been to is a while. But if anything, just do body squats at home, do push-ups at home, and get yourself a pull-up bar. And you get yourself comfortable with doing those 3 things, and you can walk into a gym and feel good about yourself. But and he said different hand placement push-ups, you know, so you can do the inner ones, the regular ones, and the outer ones, and then just regular body squats, and then a pull-up bar. Get yourself a pull-up bar, and that right there is enough to get you going. Which reminds me, I need to get a pull-up bar. Well, Michelle Riviera, I thank you for that, and so does my wife. No. Oh, wait, Ryan, I do. Tell him to open his eyes. I do. I actually do. Do I work out? I golf. And sometimes I do push-ups, and sometimes I play with my 25-pound dumbbells. No, yeah, dumbbells, right? Yeah. Do you know him? He calls himself a stringer, but he's not. He used to be. And when I worked for On Scene, we used to whoop up on him all the time. He'll tell you of course. But yeah, he when the first reality show came out, he was still out and about, but he never showed up after that. Hey, what's up, Wade? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Wade, I'm gonna have a father and son stringer team from Sydney here April 28th, and I'm hoping that they'll let me go live. So if you can, join in that day. How's things going, Wade? How's work, dude? What's up, Eric? And Ryan, yeah, he went into more shooting stuff like that. Stop kind of chasing news. Bam! Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Ooh, the dollars are coming in tonight. The dollars are coming in tonight. I really need to get you guys a story. Exactly, frazzled. Whoop, whoop. Hello, Baltimore. How you doing? You want to do a ride along? Well, Ryan? Firefighters and police officers ride for free. Otherwise, it's $300 or $500. But because you found me on this stream, it's $200 for a half night, $400 for a full night, and that is splittable. If you bring 2 people, you guys can split the price. Sorry, I have to charge. I have a family to feed. Now, when you say X, does that mean retired? Or did you find yourself a new career? New career. Retired would have been the better answer. What do you do now, Mr. Stewart? Cross-country truck driver. Son of a biscuit. Now you just hit a sentimental with me. My dad's an old truck driver. Well, yeah, I guess he is old, but he's an ex-truck driver. He mostly stuck to the southern region of the country. Dodge is treating me well. Ryan, we might be able to work something out. Who do you drive for? My dad's call sign was Gray Ghost. Bam! Thank you, Michelle. Thank you very much. Dude, the dollars are flowing. Dollars are flowing. Now all I need is Elon Musk to be drunk and add some zeros to all these things. What's up, J. Cole? Oh, it's easy, Courtney. Super easy how I handle my emotions when I'm at these things. I turn them off. I've been blessed. I've been blessed with being able to turn off my emotions. It's not an easy. Well, I guess it is easy to do because I do it. What's the words I'm looking for? It's a learned trait. It's a learned trait. I can go in now. I don't need to work no more. I guess we can be done. Imperial and Grand. All right, let me get back to you guys. Do you ever help people at a scene or just film them? Mario, I would say 98% film them. There's been a few times where I've helped. There's always 2 examples that I use the most, and And I use these two mostly because they're on camera. There's been other times where I've helped some people that aren't on camera. Here's one of them. What's Scott Lane phone number? Gabriel. I don't know about that one. That is a personal question. And then here's an incident where actually Zach and I both help people. But in both of these cases, I put the camera down and helped people. There's been times where I just helped a drunk dude get home the other day, and I actually had to take that down for so he wouldn't get in any trouble. That was 118. And then I did a 118.2. I ended up taking down 118 and just turned 118.2 into 118. I didn't want to get him in trouble, so I took it down. He seemed like a cool dude, but his phone had died. He was a little drunk, walking around downtown LA, and didn't want to walk home to Koreatown, which is very understandable. So I couldn't give him a ride home, which I really could have, but I wasn't going to give a drunk stranger. So I ended up I had a charger here. I had an external charger, so I just charged his phone. He was able to get Uber, and now we're friends. Bam! Jilly Bean, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm guessing we're up to $200, but it still says 55, which is weird to me. But I think I got like $200 in some $200 worth of donations today. Aubrey, you have some footage. Well, most of the country has footage every day. They film it on their... What do you have? I don't need to block Gabriel. Gabriel hasn't done anything. If Gabriel posts my number, then I might block him, but all he's doing is asking for my phone number. Whatever, it's a free country, he can do what he wants. I only block people for being racist or sexual when my daughter's on here. But besides that, I don't care. Scott, you ever think of getting a Ford Explorer? The thought has crossed my mind, but I enjoy driving the way I do a little too much. I will maybe eventually. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. J. Cole, I'll never know if they caught her or not. I'll never know. I'm guessing by now she has seen the footage. That is my guess. But they have her name. I'm sure they'll contact her. I'm sure they'll contact her. But I'm guessing it's just a misdemeanor. It's just a misdemeanor hit and run. She didn't hurt anybody. She didn't crash into anybody. She didn't cause any damage to anybody's vehicle or city property. She didn't hurt anyone, which I already said. So I'm guessing it is just a misdemeanor hit and run. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, Explorer for sure. Taurus's have front wheel drive, and they're a little squirrely, really hard to control at high rates of speed. Tesla building a police car? Very smart. Very smart. Are you asking me or are you telling me? It looks like you're telling me. And that would be great. That's awesome. Good for them. There'll be a lot less police car crashes if that's the case. Jeremy, I'm doing good. Thank you. Gabriel, Scott at LOUDLABS.com. Let's see what Gabriel's all about. I'm guessing Gabriel's 12. Let's go to his chat. 2 subscribers, and he has a ring that says MK. What's MK mean? Better not stand for Michaela. J. Cole, you know what? I have seen that. But I think what happened was they took a Tesla and turned it into a police car. There is a difference. There's a difference when, like Ford. Ford made civilian Crown Vics, and they made police Crown Vics, the police Interceptor. There is a difference when you make them. So I'm guessing when they make a police car, they're gonna make it with police stuff in mind, like equipment, to where that's weird.
Red pickup truck facing east in the alley, adjacent to the car wash. Street, Judgment to the 5989 and RD 147. The front business is still operating for this energy local shop. Okay. We read the order again, car wash.
Engine 33, stroke, 1808 West Way, Gibson Court.
I think it's Myrna Cruz. I usually don't eat while I'm working. Mario, I've seen the Lamborghini, yeah.
1600 Suspect westbound order. Suspect on North Santa Class Brown 57120, 19 years. Shirt. Suspect 50 North Santa Class on here. Brown eyes. Type of 400 pounds. 19 years. Class 30.
Gabriel, how old are you? Are you 12?
Right over strangers. No property taken. Information is the 5744.
All right, let's go check. I don't think it's gonna be anything, but it's probably not that far from us. And it lets you guys go places. And we're going places, so let's go. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer any questions for the next few minutes.
Unit 3 Charlie 51, I copy route to the 925 at 6372 Horizontal Avenue.
Probably should have took the freeway, to be honest with you.
Unit 3 Charlie 21, copy route to the 450 party at 60th Street and John Avenue. Unknown number of subjects.
Why am I yawning?
Back on the phone,
Daffy Street on the northwest corner. Code 2359444 and RD 584.
Holding a hammer, turning
Put them on 560
Yeah, we're en route to an accident. Nothing major, but
3 Charlie 79, just be advised. Fire is also en route to 5774 though for the 20,002.
fire department is en route to it. It's not too far from us, so we're gonna go check it out.
974, show engine 9 on 2.
September. You placed in the call?
I like how we actually lose viewers as I'm going to a story, which makes me happy. That actually makes me happy. The reason I say that, that means some people actually like watching me sit here and talk to myself. It actually makes me happy. But I like going to stories for you guys because, well, that's why most of you are here. To watch me do my work.
So 22 Mercedes, last of song, numbers out of Irvine.
Patrol 97, injury BLS, 1800 North Mirador Drive, San Gabriel Canyon. Sam 568, do you need to go to the range? 14 Charles Robert Henry, 451. 82, Joliet 711, the PR. Advice moves at the corner house and will be waiting outside for PD. Is looking all black with ears, wearing a long green dress, white blanket with a small dog. Suspect the male Hispanic. First suspect, the boy from male Hispanic wearing a blue sweater, blue shorts, vandalized PR's property inside her room. History of domestic violence. Code 2 incident 6035 in RT 49.
Gabriel, do your parents know that you're conversating with a 44-year-old man on the internet? I think it's your bedtime, dude.
95, quick and slide 158, enter 159, enter 21, enter 116, battalion 18 and battalion 7. Structure fire in 95 district, 1239 West Rosecrans Avenue, Normandy Avenue. Reported outlet fire.
Well, that's good.
Quint and squad 147, 6 ALS, 10803, San.
We're not missing much. Just an outlet fire.
Front house. Engine 47, 6 BLS, 5541 North Rosie Boulevard, Las Vegas Drive, at Burgundy. Engine 90 flooding at Ramada Inn, 1089 San Anita Avenue, Unit 227, Merced Avenue.
Hey, Unit 227. Regina King. It's just a fender bender, and they called the cops and fire department to waste their time. Yeah, there's nobody injured.
21 L60, 21 L60 at our location, 7693 Cobra. 19
Nobody injured, so we'll go stage in one of our old staging spots.
Internet Squad 29, Psychological Rescue ALS, stage for CHP, Arrow Highway at the 605 freeway.
3 Charlie 21.
And 183 Assault ALS, 590 South.
Go to 5968 John Avenue, please.
Keep me en route. Under 100 investigation inside 60 Avenue, 2nd Street.
5968 John Avenue.
Engine 183 cancel, engine 183 cancel response.
One of my old school spots right here. Like back in the day spots, like 2000 spot, 2001 spot.
Unit 3 Charlie 21, I copy around to the 2P dispute at 806.5 via Wanda.
I did have a merch shop open back in the day when the show came out. Closed it, changed the website around. I'll be opening up a new merch shop in about a month or so. There will be LOUDLABS art posters. There'll be LOUDLABS press hats and press shirts. And the next thing I might add, but it won't be available right away, will be keychains. I might be doing some keychains, some LOUDLABS news keychains. Actually, not LOUDLABS news keychains, just keychains. Well, I guess it is LOUDLABS news, but LOUDLABS is getting a new logo, and it'll be a keychain with just that logo. So they're pretty cool looking keychains. I got a sample of one of what it's gonna probably look like next week. I'm living in the future. I got one last week. Susan, the family is fine, thank you. Yes, Ryan, I was a stringer in 2002. I was a day stringer until 9/11. Then 9/11 took place, and I wasn't a stringer for like 2 weeks. And then I noticed that the nighttime stringer, the head, the top dog at the time, was came back, because there was no news for like 2 weeks. There was no stringing local news, any local news. It was all New York. So at some point, nighttime news started coming back, because they were showing you what happened in your neighborhood overnight, and then daytime news was still locked into New York. And I saw what happened. I was working with On Scene at the time, and I decided to go into the night. I was the first stringer for On Scene to go into the night, and then everybody followed suit, and they slowly became the #1 company in Los Angeles. And then I left them. And then I went and established another company. And then, whoa, it's dark in here. And then I did my own thing. All that in a span of 19 years. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Very true, Allie, very true. Peace. There's a fire at 316 Peace Street. Hold on, Ryan. You were the second ambulance on scene for what wreck? Oh, the train wreck in Placentia. No. I don't remember that, because I never really worked OC. What's up, Compton? Uh-oh. Oh, lumber. I don't care about no lumber. What up, Scott? You know my buddy Sam. He worked at HD together. What's HD? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. You know my buddy Sam. EC. I don't know your buddy Sam. You know my buddy Sam. I've known Sam since, I don't know, 95. So you know my buddy Sam. Sam's a good cat. Sam's a good guy. Seaweed Witch, did you just try to send me 20 bucks? Or are you asking somebody for 20 bucks? I like that. I like how that happened.
Engine 22, spot 3, auto ped, Cleveland, Whittier, Sheriff and Route.
Auto ped, that's far. Whittier and Laverne, that's what it says. Tell Sam I said hello. I was just chatting with Sam the other day, asking him if he knew anybody who had any bikes for sale. And he responded back with mountain, cruiser, or BMX. And it was mountain. It was mountain. Oh, right on. Right on. He told you about me and the LOUDLABS. Did he tell you the story? He's known the creator of LOUDLABS way longer than he's known me. He's known the creator of LOUDLABS since the 80s. He was friends with the creator of the LOUDLABS. They worked at Super A together back in the day, in the 80s. I think Sam was, I don't know, 18 or 19, and was 16, working at Super A Foods. He's been in the LOUDLABS world from the get-go. What up, Joshua? Thank you for the information. What information did I accidentally give you? Yeah, Catherine, that's a pretty weird story. The fact that the community think it's too aggressive. Too aggressive? Come on, man. Nothing wrong with the Laguna Police new logo. Pretty dumb. Scott, your lightning got a sweep. Wait, your lightning got swept today. What does that mean? With a sad face. Usually when you get a sweep, that means you get all the channels. What you talking about, Willis? Nah, John, you didn't miss anything. Well, you missed all the donations. I think I got a couple $100 in donations so far tonight. Copy that. About 30 ago, a shooting came out on Hacienda Boulevard. I don't know if it's worth going by and checking out the crime scene. It wasn't an apartment complex. Swept as in got stolen. Do I ever get a pass from the cops for speeding? Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I was doing a live stream with you guys once, and I was on my way to a pursuit, and one of the cops said, do what you gotta do. I don't see anything, which means he was pretty much letting me run the red light. And if the red light would have cost me a shot, I would have ran the red light. But the pursuit was way too far away from me, and I just put in running a red light to run a red light, so I didn't bother with it. But cops have been super cool to me ever since the show, which is really cool. Possible swatting? Ryan, my driving record's not that bad. I get a ticket about average ticket about every year and a half. It is self-inflicted gunshot wound. What, Elliot? The one that you think it is, or you know it is? The one on Hacienda.
Standby for the ABO.
I am due for one. I must say that. It has been about 1.5 years since I got my last ticket. It was a speeding ticket. It was during the filming of Shot in the Dark, but the cameras weren't rolling. They were on break, and I don't take breaks. So he was cleaning his gun. Oh, that's a good story then, actually. Lincoln 3, Red 5, Lincoln 3, I'm getting reports from the stream that it was self-inflicted, but he was cleaning his gun. Cleaning his gun is not a suicide, and therefore that's a good story. So you might want to just grab the crime scene. No need to feed it out until after midnight. Thanks for the heads up, Elliot. Do you have fixed speed cameras there? I don't know. I don't think so, Vanessa. I don't think we do. You should have emergency lights on my car. I do, Juan. Look behind me. And I have white ones too. And that's what white and yellow look like.
Requesting 6094. Thank you. This is Long Beach 41st. Code 2 incident 6095, RD 1347. 34 for Villa Unit 8 Adam. Resident 3, Roger. Rapid. Heart rate, difficulty breathing due to bronchitis.
Hey Elliot, what's the cross street on that? What was the address? I know it was Hacienda Heights, but Hacienda Heights is a big street.
1341. 3, go ahead. X4, 12 X4, are you canceling 12 867?
Oh, the Terminator anywhere on YouTube, anywhere on eBay. Ooh, speaking of eBay, thank you. Thank you. You just reminded me.
6094. I
need to buy MK some blank comic books. It's pretty much comic books that are blank, and she fills in the blank with her own story and art. Told her I would. She's been doing a really good job at swimming lately. So she's doing her own comic book right now, and I haven't read it, but she has told me about one of her characters catching a disease that she made up, and went as far as naming the disease, giving the disease a short name, EDD, Ed, and it actually sounds like something somebody can get. It's pretty amazing and pretty. It's a little scary because the 12-year-old is coming up with this, but she has a pretty amazing brain inside that head of hers. And I'm not gonna explain anything about what the disease is because I don't want anybody taking the idea. It's the kind of storyline that can be made into a movie. It really could, man and women. But I was like, oh my gosh. But I'll just go as far as saying it's Ed, EDD.
40 years, no further description on the denied and stabbed victim. She is at 90 to get additional incident 6122. 85 you can send me incident 6052.
Local 6 Bravo, ignored all. CC not involved. 5125, already 1354.
Oops, not here. Enter.
A ADW in progress, 37 grand.
130 pages. Wow, that's cool. So this is what it looks like. Looks like that. So she can fill out her own pages and stuff like that. Really cool.
vehicle returns to a red 1999 Toyota Camry with an RO of Curtis Ada Maynard, 4930 Montcalm Drive, Southwest Fulton, Atlanta, Georgia. The registration is active and with an expiration of 10/27/2019.
37th Street, additional safety trip, 6116.
Roger, thank you. Okay, 41, 26, 37 back.
Catherine, not only does she draw them, she creates characters, gives them backstories, the whole 9 yards, as the old people generation used to say. She's very interested in animating. She does animations on her phone and her computer, but she also draws stuff. She came up with her own characters, her own names, her own backstories, her own dialogue, everything. So the answer, Catherine, is yes. But it's not so much as she wants to draw Superman or draw Spider-Man. No, she wants to create her own characters, her own dialogue, her own backstories. And one of the backstories is one of these kids caught a disease, and the disease is something, 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 Ed for short. EDD. Allie, you're funny. Random girl, she's a little smarter than I want her to be. And today, she told me that her friend... What's his name? What's his name? We'll call him Daniel. That her friend Daniel wants to buy her a late birthday present. And I said, whoa, 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 Michaela, you know Daniel has a crush on you. She's like, no, he doesn't. I go, yes, he does. That's how it works at that age. Mom, are you still here?
You can see that Pierre is pulling her vehicle over at 98 in Vermont. She's inside a great on Ultima. Probably impacts to incident 6149.
No related, no report. No related, that's fine. Staff picked up Pierre, no longer see suspect.
So I told Michaela, I go, yes, he has a crush on you. I don't know how many countless times for Easter, Valentine's Day, and Christmas I made my mom buy cards for Christina Passioni. And that was kind of funny. I don't know if Lisa liked it though. I think she got a little upset. But I'm like, come on, dude, that's like third. I said it was 3rd grade to 6th grade. But it is what it is. And I was like, yes, that's how that works. MK is 5? No, MK is 12. MK is 12. Somebody else was talking about their 5-year-old. Bam! Now we're going red.
Female wife, 51 years, 412 pounds, between 6155 RD 1585.
EC, that's a bum deal. We covered that story. We didn't, I don't think we got any hits. I think On Scene got the hits, but we did cover that story. Howard, Howard's right here. Ryan, Howard Mobley, he's right here. Howard, say hi. I know that's not the Howard you're talking about, but I figured there's a Howard here, so we'll let him say hi.
What is that?
420, you're about to get blocked and banned. Real quick here.
60 feet advised, people are coming out of the house now. 37.
They're coming out of the location.
98. She is responding to a double stabbing. Suspect that location on Broadway, on 37th Street. The male black, wearing all black clothing with a black backpack.
Bradford and going up on 7 Paul, Edward Charles, 751.
Well, now what do we do? What do we do? 420, if that was the case, I wouldn't be doing this job. I'd be betting on horses. Ryan, actually, he turned into the new Zach. Yep. 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 Merch drop. Bucko. I do have merch on me. I do have some merch. I have the last of the last on me. Sup, bro? Yeah, Ryan, he's kind of a douche. And a liar. Most of the stuff he said on that show was a lie. Howard just became a full-time stringer about 1.5 years ago. So the fact when he started the show saying he's been out here every night for 17 years or 18 years, that's a lie. Zach was Zach and I was I. We both were who we are. Howard lied his way through that show. But what's weird about that is his lies became his reality. Did turn into a reality, and I give credit where credit is due. Howard is a great stringer, and his company is doing great, but that doesn't mean he's not a douche. Yes, Olympia. In today's world, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Random girl, yeah, you're right. I plan my days around it. Matter of fact, I need to go to the city of Corona on the 25th, and they wanted a 3 o'clock appointment. I'm like, I think it's an 11 o'clock appointment now. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. There's just no way. Yeah, Ryan, well, don't believe everything you see on TV. Don't it? I guess that's M. Cool J, a donut. I don't know. Random girl on scenes out there, ran by a guy named ZP. Well, his name's Zach, and he goes by Zach up there, but when he's down here, it's ZP because of the other Zach.
390 driver, last name southbound, Franklin, towards Vulture.
Scott, do you feel like you have become desensitized from all the things you see? I know you try to disconnect yourself from the story. I still have feelings. I'm still a human, but for the most part, yeah. And I don't look at it through. It's a job. It's a job. So I look at it as a job. I don't look at it as, oh, that's someone's son. That's someone's daughter. Oh no, his son might see this. I have a job to do and I do it. And now that I have a family, it's even more of a job to me. It used to be not a job, it was an adventure, but now it's definitely a job. That's not true, Ryan. That's not true at all. That's just your opinion. That's not a fact. I'm in the business of facts, not opinions. In my opinion, that's not a fact.
South Oxford Avenue. Suspect is a male Asian, 55 to 50 years, 5'4", long dark hair, wearing dark clothes, layers.
Excuse me.
Building, no weapons, code 2-6-178 ID 2053. Citation, an additional gunshot. Code 3, incident 622 ID 1428.
You are identified to the victim location at Grand North of 37. Grand View and Washington Place. The neighborhood is just a response.
Station, just continue your code 3 response.
Andrew, yes, it does happen. It happens to a lot of my guys more than it happens to me, but it doesn't happen to me that often. Cuddles. Actually, I don't have a drink on me right now. It's kind of odd, right? Good night, Mom. Love you. See you later.
This will be on Hill South of 37th on the west side of the parking lot. Suspect criminal black, AD's on a bicycle. 13 George, 22nd Street, responding. It's a possible suspect.
420. Ryan wasn't talking about my daughter. He was just talking about what he thinks Corona's like. You said something inappropriate that I didn't appreciate. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh, that's not good at all. Uh-oh, that's not good.
On Grand South 37.
What up, PG?
Subject is a metastatic. 24 years, no straight day slash. Predators was narcotics, but both of the father's locations. The father is now holding the subject down with violent force.
That's funny.
Next 44, when next 44
That's really funny. I got you, 420. Well, she never liked me back until 6th grade when another girl liked me. And I was too young to figure out what to do. But things quickly changed in 7th grade.
Ramirez 1, Carlos, a.k.a. DOB 220.
Standing next to a red vehicle that's across the street from the informant's home.
Ramirez 1, Carlos, a.k.a. 21883. Ramirez 1, Antonio, DOB 52785. Ramirez, Jonathan, will be 2285.
That's how the suspect there now. 1118.
Andrew, it all depends on the situation and the scene.
113th Street. Suspect is a male, black, calling for additional country incident.
But mostly I say move.
Romero John Alexander, 2383, my way. Romero 1.
Right on, Urban Man.
61185. And Ramirez 1, Ramon, aka 1885.
They're now in front of 806 West 1st Street. 806 West 1st Street, past 2. Possible vehicle accident, older burgundy Volvo. Monitor cause for additional.
Gasker. The CHP one is public. I don't have LA County Fire or LA City Fire, no. But we also have a thing called Pulse Point out here. Pulse Point was developed so people that knew CPR could help other people in their area, but now it's turned into a media thing and the public knowing where crashes and things are in the area, as in fires. Thanks, 420. What up, OC Bobby? Hey, OC Bobby changed her icon. She used to just be purple, and now she's her face. Like I said, Andrew, I just say move. What does yours tats, Scott? Ryan, what? Oh, who does my tats? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry. Actually, it's a guy named J-Dog from Lefty Tattoos in the city of Orange off of Tustin. For your tattoo needs, please go to Lefty's Tattoos in the city of Orange. Ask for J-Dog and tell him Scott sent you. PG, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about emotionally or what I do professionally? Emotionally, I shut it down. Professionally, I sometimes will, depends mostly on the situation and how clearly you can see the dead body. I will shoot the dead body at first, let the stations know, of course, that there's a dead body in the scene. And then I'll also shoot accordingly, which means I'll shoot wide, or if I zoom in, I'll blur it a little bit. And I won't go into editing and blur it. I'll just go out of focus a little bit with the camera, and they can air that. You want to see my Scott Lane tat? Well, Tams, you can see it on Stringers LA. I don't know what episode it is, but you can see it being done. OC Bobby, it went from talking about my I guess my first crush to somebody saying how old they were with their first kiss, and then it went on from there. What's up, Travis? Yeah, Cuddles Jade, that's a good question. I'm trying to listen for him.
210 Riverside.
Right, Cool Dave? I agree. Travis, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How was your day? Mine was good. Hung out with Bronson and his grandma. Picked up NK from swim. Got some decent rest thanks to the wife. Lisa was really cool, letting me get some rest. And now here I am, out to work early, trying to get a story. You've been busy. Busy's good.
Stand by. 1957. Suspect.
1932, cancel incident 6234, 6877, will handle responding code 3 from San Fernando and Armila, 28400 Lemon Boulevard. Correct?
14 up there, Shirley. Thanks for checking.
Sure.
That was she's wearing a jean jacket and dress. She's 322 and the other three.
Yeah, Southeast, and I couldn't put your ID together. It didn't make any sense to me. Andrew, yes. Cuddle Jade, when you get to my point, you don't keep track. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I guess I could count them. But I don't know. No, Denise, you didn't miss anything. Southeast, that would be a better idea. Good night. Tams, what does that mean? Ice cream's dairy. It shouldn't give you heartburn. It should help your heartburn, as a matter of fact. It should coat your belly. I don't know what you're talking about, Denise.
From Jasmine, 7 Victor, Queen Robert.
Oh, 1500 close? No. 1500 is a lot off. Way off. Drop that 500. I don't even think I have 100.
Incident 5701.
My body is not covered. Ah!
Shooting just occurred. 3320 High Park, 3320 High Park. Minor comments for addition of code 3 incident 6240.
Southeast? I don't know. I don't know.
663-20740.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know. Well, hold on. What's the funniest prank you have done or know of? I don't know the funniest one I've done. I'm not really a prankster. But the one I know of is the one where the girl told her boyfriend that she was pregnant. And it's a viral video. You guys will easily be able to find it. It's the one where the girlfriend told the boyfriend she was pregnant, and she was sticking with it until he told her that he can't have children. He's been tested and can't have children, and the demeanor of that joke changed real quick because that guy was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah," and then he was like in his head, "You bitch, you cheated on me." That's the gnarliest one I know of.
With a red and white shirt and black pants walk by. 13X62. Can you open the gate for him?
Does your wife get to drive your car? Anytime she wants, but she never wants to.
1067 traffic.
It's my wife. She gets to do whatever she wants with our stuff.
Between 6065, Ryan Brown pulling up 1050.
Yeah, Cool David was in a car. The prank took place in a car. That's probably the cruelest prank I've ever seen. Not the coolest, the cruelest. It wasn't funny to him. I think he had an accent, which made it funny. Tams, it was actually really cool. We had a really nice night. After we were done, I was like, did we hold each other during that whole thing? And she's like, yeah, I think we did. Like, we were either crossing arms or hand in laps, or it was a great time. I had to keep reminding her to watch the live part of it and not the monitors in front of us, because we'll be watching it on TV for the rest of our lives. So, and sometimes you couldn't see anything, it depended on where it was, where the shooting was located. You couldn't see anything but the cameras, but still, it's cool to watch the behind-the-scenes stuff. I enjoyed the episode. Urban Man, email it to me. That's the best way I'm going to be able to check it out. Unless I check it out now, but nobody else will be able to check it out. I can't show other people's content on my page.
61644 West 100.
Tams, not too often. No, not too often. Our next one's going to be date night getaway, and that's going to be sometime in the summer.
2560 237th Street. RP was driving home and observed all the vehicles with their alarms sounding and several subjects walking away from the vehicles.
Tams, we don't get them as often as we like.
Location is closed and RP believes the subjects are trying to break into the vehicle.
Good night, Joanna, or Juana, or Juana. Good night, thank you, I will be safe. Scott, if you had to choose, what is your favorite patch? I'm not a patch collector. I'm not a patch collector. Yes, it is tough. Yes, it is tough. If you tried to, Urban Man, if you tried to put the link on here, I don't think other people can put links, just email it to me. Scott at LOUDLABS.com. A soul patch. Nope. No, OC Bobby. Nothing's happened. Am I a hot sauce guy? No. I'm not a hot sauce guy. I'm a flavor guy, which means La Victoria. I don't want the hot, I want the flavor. No action tonight so far. Cool Dave, I'm not into them, so I don't really know. I don't collect them, I'm not into them, I don't follow them. I have no idea. I guess I'll say the one I have with me at the time. So right now this is my favorite patch. Sometimes I would buy a patch and put it on a hat just so I'd have the only one of that hat. How often do I go live? I go often live when I go live at least every time I'm out. Not every time though, but uh-oh, someone's in trouble. But I don't stay live the whole time. Like right now, I'll probably be live till midnight, maybe even less. I don't know. Hold on, give me a second. I'll probably be live until midnight or until my phone's about to die. I don't have any. It's plugged in right now, charging, but I don't have the external chargers with me. We do need a story, but you got to remember though, the last time we were live, we got 4 stories with you. So sometimes it all averages out.
Code 3, incident 6259, RD 1375.
You grow your own peppers that have no flavor. Southeast, that's how it used to be back in the day, before all the new stringers and companies showed up over the past decade. Back in the day, you used to be able to get that many stories, and that's why packaging developed, or came in, or existed, or showed up. What's going on with that dude? Huh. Interesting. Maybe a story is going to happen in front of us. You just can't walk up to people like that. Oh, I see what it was. Oh, no, I don't. My attention has been got. Yeah, we'll subscribe, but I'm a CST. But I am CST. What's that mean? So, oh, Central Standard Time. That's cool. It's all good. No one's upset with that. Flip so we can see? Nah. Send me the link in an email. Cool, thank you. Boring. Do I ride a motorcycle? No, I don't. I have friends who ride them professionally, and I'm smart enough to know I don't belong on one. Plus, if you ride around them, they make you feel stupid. 420, kinda. Sometimes a little bit, yeah. Experience has allowed me to do that.
Engine 131, 192 chest vein, 556 for flat cord, from 6LV away. Within squad 147 unconscious, 11019, stop low customer crew.
Well, Travis, tell your son thank you. Mel, no, and I never will. Unless she reaches out to me and says, hey, can you take that down? But I never know. Do the cops treat you guys nice? For the most part, they do. During the last live stream, you can actually hear a cop tell me to get out of the street. Funny thing was, I was crossing in a crosswalk on the green. He told me to get out of the street, and I looked at him. I'm like, the block street? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I continued getting my shot, and then I walked away. A lot of times, cops like to pump their chest out, and they think they can tell you what to do because they're cops. Well, you kind of can't. If we're in the way, depends on how we're in the way. The street was blocked. I was in a crosswalk. The light was green. So you can laugh at them. You can be rude to them. I don't suggest you do, but you can. And there's a lot of things that you don't have to listen to by them just because they say it. But I do believe you should give them the respect they think they deserve.
Engine 43, squad 15 injuries. Drive. Northbound Pamela 5 minutes ago, tag 571. Ready to blame the cause, returning clear, have a record not on file at a DMV.
Code 2 incident 6289 3507.
Yeah, Rob, it is a slow night so far. It is a slow night so far. Uh-oh. But the donations were rolling in a little while ago. That wasn't slow. They were awesome. Right, Urban? They really do think they can bully you. Lori, yeah, I've been arrested a bunch of times. And I've talked about it in the past on previous on the Loud Lab show back in the day. So here's the link. You can watch it later. I talk about most of my arrests, or all my arrests, I guess. And most of them I have footage. So there you go. Urban, I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do that.
Coming from the east of her location, but there was no suspect vehicle victim seen or heard. There's additional phone number.
Olympia, it's the job that never ends. It's the job that never ends. Dude, I missed that studio. Damn, man.
Is in pursuit of a hit and run suspect found. Francis from Vermont.
Well,
We're requesting a backup air unit.
that's weird.
And southbound Hoover going towards Jimsonwood on a red Suburban. No place at this time.
Interesting. All right, well, there's a pursuit going on. Okay, we're a little ways away from it, but it is heading south.
Yeah, westbound Olympic from Hoover.
Now it's, oh, no, we're not going to it. Olympic and Hoover is way too far for us to grab that. He's 20 miles away from us.
2869 is on northbound Arapahoe from Olympic.
But you guys should turn on CBS2.com, and Stu should be over it soon.
14 Loud Television, 1310 Esplanade, number 318, gate code, send the call.
I would love to chase storms. I chased a hurricane. Hurricanes are easy to chase, but tornadoes are not, and I don't know tornado language. I don't know, when I say the language, like I don't know what causes a tornado, and I don't know how to follow a tornado.
Westbound Olympic from Westmoreland.
When it comes to a hurricane, that's easy. You just follow the maps of where they're predicting to go, or you just follow the weather map where you can actually literally see it raining and which way it's moving. When it comes to a tornado, I don't know what causes what. I've watched and I've heard Reed talk, and it's like Spanish. I don't understand it. He's like, oh, we got this, we got this. I mean, it's gonna be a perfect setup for this. I was like, how do you know? But yeah, hurricanes are easy to follow. It's just like chasing lightning out here, or following rain. It's just gnarlier. And yeah, tornadoes, you really do need to know what's going on. Yes, there's a pursuit, J. Cole. It's up Olympic and Hoover, up near downtown. I'm nowhere near downtown. Urban, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Going traffic on Crenshaw. The tempo is
Mike, what I tell people is if you don't get arrested, you're not trying hard enough. That's what I've come to figure out. But yeah, there are people who don't get arrested and there are people who have. I'm pretty sure I have the record. But I've also been out here the longest.
Area team is now searching north south of San Marino. Sufficient units only at this time. Area team is requesting traffic blocked at Kenmore and Olympic.
It's already over.
Pursuit
is over. Southeast, I'm not really on either of those. I know that the company has them both, and it's my company, but I'm not really on those. Mike runs the Facebook, and Gabe runs the Twitter. Twitter kind of runs itself. I don't even know if he does stuff. Anytime I upload to YouTube, it automatically uploads to Twitter, so I don't even know if he's still on that.
Door open. Does not hear, see anything. Go to 6297 or 1355.
Olympia, welcome to my wife's life.
6310 or D1548 identified.
Right on, Mendez, and yet I'm still here sitting on my butt. Urban, yeah, absolutely, you're right. My thoughts are you're right. Uh-oh. Yelling.
6315 or D162.
Roger. 502 East 9th Street. 5974 Peace Hill, code 66159.
Suspect there now, 219 West 98. Street code 1076
No, Quaker Oats, nothing. Nothing but a bunch of donations tonight. Thank you to whoever donated, and thank you for whoever started it. And when I say started it, they're like, hey, there's no donations tonight. And then all of a sudden, there was a bunch of donations tonight.
Radio incident 6242 or 778 in a 507 party. Incident 6312 or 702 incident. Kittredge Street, apartment 12.
Right on, Urban. Right on.
Unknown person told PR's house keys earlier. Now returned to the location attempting to break in through the front door.
We're just waiting. Waiting for the big one. What up, Ruthless? I'm good. How are you?
SW. Deshaun, Hardishman, 944 South Dewey Avenue.
They're both on site.
What are you talking about, Cool Dave?
4798, the man flipped over the wheel.
Are you talking about the radio traffic that came over? That wasn't LAPD. LAPD is a digital broadcast. That wasn't digital. That was just his kid. Are you talking about the kids' radio who picked up some stuff? That was just people talking on ham radios or other frequencies. It wasn't LAPD. Indy First Alert, you could end up in court as a witness.
On Banker, north of King.
And your video will prove it wasn't your fault. As long as it wasn't your fault. So absolutely you could end up in court as a witness. Well, Ruthless, a lot of ham's about to be served up this Sunday. Biggest magic trick ever took place. What is it? 2021 years ago? 2020 years ago? 2019 years ago? How's that work? Do we count when he was born, or do we count when he left us? When did 2019 start? Did it start when he was born or after he died? Either way, a little over 2,000 years ago is the best magic trick ever.
Are you able to respond to 2109 East 112th Street?
No report. Please call comment.
49 1850.
Houston place for
71 Sedgwick. Get through to the call on you. Put the mail at the location is Thomas Johnson in mailbox 20 is tall with gridlock.
I'm just being a smart mouth when I say that. My opinion on religion is, well, doesn't hurt to believe. It only hurts not to believe if it's real. I was born to a Jewish mother, had a Catholic father, and went to Christian schools. So I got all kinds of religion going on in here. No, Tams, I haven't looked at my email. What's going on here? You just joined. Bryant, you just joined for the first time, or are you just wondering if I've got any calls tonight? Just working calls. Me too. I haven't got any calls tonight yet. I just went to one, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Yes, we do need something. We do need something. You sleep all day? Not all day. But I sleep enough. See you, Steve. Have a good one.
The daughter or the mother, they argue. The daughter. What's she trying to get further?
Those are noises we like. The thing about that, Urban Man, that's the type of story that social media shot.
Hazmat 43, 2 block 26,
News cameras really didn't shoot that story. That story was shot by social media. And a story like that, that's where everybody gets involved.
Mother versus daughter at that time. 427
101 is coming back Thursday 1 or morning, although it's not because of any regular family. One way we come to.
Lincoln 3, head to 605 at Valley. 605 at Valley. Or better yet, 265 Cloverfield Drive. I think, right?
Broke up on the middle part.
605 at Valley. TC off the freeway, landed at 265 Cloverleaf Drive.
Uh,
427 Red 5, 427, is that what you were trying to tell him?
Inside
11049 Magnolia. The Greek Kitchen.
Affirmative.
Copy that.
136 Kevin, Mike 1.
Good night, Tams. Good night. Good night. Night, night.
I'm sorry, they're hurt. There's an urban call.
Well, Ruthless. Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna use your full life expectancy plan, if that's the case. Travis, I want a story too. I really, really do. And yes, Cynthia, we can be rude. America. You didn't say it would work, right? He said function. But you're not gonna last long at that pace. Goodbye, Susan. I will try. I will try. Yeah, Beck, it's in our Constitution. It's our First Amendment right. And our Second Amendment right says we can shoot you. It doesn't really say that, but if you read between the lines, it does. It's a non-injury crash. It's a vehicle facing the wrong way, the #1 lane, gray Nissan, silver Toyota Corolla on the right shoulder. That's what's going on at the 5 at Artesia. Now 605 in Valley. Oh, the driver's out of the vehicle. Oh, man. Lincoln 3, Red 5, Lincoln 3. CHP states, driver out of the vehicle. Continue on at your own discretion.
I'm like 5 minutes down now. Check it out.
Jassy, yeah.
Security is not armed, wearing a uniform.
Urban, strictly shoot video. Strictly shoot video. And I have a nice enough camera that if I want, I can take still grabs from. Yes, Lisa, we are all the human race. True statement. We are. And the only reason we're called anything else is because that's where our parents had sex. I'm an American, or considered or called an American, because my parents had sex in America.
594 APC.
We are humans, and the only thing that separates us from that are borders and laws that existed before we were born.
And 11377. DOB 81290.
Joel. Everywhere, every city that is in LA County, I've been to it. There's not a city in LA County I haven't been to. Ruthless. Throwing out the... Oh man, why did I forget Theo Vaughn's name real quick?
The boyfriend that was doing truck in Spain 23 years. He's a 5'7" heavy build wearing a white t-shirt, black baseball shirt, black basketball shirt.
That dude's funny. That dude is funny. He's quick, he's clever, he's funny. Urban Man, I can't answer that. I mean, I guess I can, I just won't. But I really can't. Nope. Beck, I have a gift. I have a gift. I have a gift. I can turn my emotions off. Or I'm a man, and we know how to turn our emotions off. Right, guys? I'm funny. I got jokes. I'd start my stand-up career, except the problem is it's mostly at night.
Might have left in the blue to a Camry or he's not sure.
Indy First Alert. I use CHP's website, and I have Pulse Point, and I have maps, and everybody drink. Brooke, I'm just being funny. I'm allowed to do that. It's my stream. Who's my favorite comedian? I'd have to say Robin Williams. I saw Robin Williams live at the Met when I was a little kid, and I've been a fan of comedy ever since. Good night, Kathy. Yep, Wade is correct. And for those of you who don't know who Wade is Geek Speak Australia. Wade also did a ride-along with me back in the day. I think he was my my first or second paying ride-along.
Second 3, I'm on the 1022 that hit this an active shooter.
But what is maps? Maps. A map. That's how you get places. You use a map.
Yeah, 989.
Section 56. 456, Hawthorne Emerald 7 Charles Juliana, 99.
I should probably say copy. Copy that, Lincoln 3. Good luck. Be safe.
Current 2014 Toyota Lexus Galicia, First Marine.
I'm sorry, guys. This is kind of how the job goes. It's not all about driving and jumping and shooting and editing. It's a lot about sitting. How long have you been doing this for? Well, Paula, tonight? I've been doing it since about 9 o'clock. My career? April 4th, 2000. Almost 20 years. 20, I've been out here every night for almost 20 years. I've seen more in a night than most people seen in a lifetime. That was my line he took too. I used to say I see more in a week than most people see in a lifetime. Thieving. What a thief. What a thief. What a thief. What a thief. Oh. Well, thank you, Jay Ashley. Are you aware of who I am? Or it's just the first live stream you caught? Have you seen the show? Indy First Alert. No. Absolutely not. Why would I say yes? Why would I say, yeah, come on down here, be my competition? Thank you, Paula. Oh, well, if you followed, Jay Ashley, if you followed my channel for a while, then you're really going to like this. Do you have Netflix? Yes, there is a show on this, Beck. It's on Netflix. It's called Shot in the Dark. I do. I've been looking for something to watch. Oh my gosh. Well, you're going to love this. There's a show on Netflix called Shot in the Dark. It follows my company and 2 other companies and shows what I'm doing now, but on steroids. What I'm doing now is the real job. The Netflix show was made for entertainment, so just remember that. The nights did not go exactly how they looked. It took them, what are we looking at? December 2016 to about August 2017 to make those 8 episodes. Alex, everybody drink! A lot of uploads this week. Yeah, dip. Once the merch shop is back open, I will upload daily. It'll be in my best interest to upload daily, and I won't do bulk uploads like that. I do bulk uploads like that because, well, I just do sometimes. Who do you want to play me when they make the LOUDLABS movie? Well, Jassy, Jake Gyllenhaal. It's already been made. Oh, you're very welcome, Jay Ashley. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come back. Who did it better, Scott or Jake? Well, I'm going to say Scott because it was real, but Jake because, well, it's Jake Gyllenhaal, man. He did it. The movie Nightcrawler was pretty spot on, except for the obvious Hollywood embellishments. And I'll never let any of my partners or workers get shot for the sake of a story. No. What's my favorite movie? Come on, man. My name's Red 5. What are you thinking? And I might do that too when it comes to shirts. I might make a Red 5 shirt. I'm guessing I will. Isn't he Balloon Boy? He is Balloon Boy. Ruthless, you didn't miss anything. You just missed me talking about me. But we did get a couple new people here, so now they're aware of the Netflix show, which is kind of cool. Urban, just wait. J. Cole, what's up? Love that movie. Hey, me too. I've seen it a few times. I even have a 6-foot by 4-foot bus stop poster of it. And it's not really a poster. That thing's made gnarly. I have one hanging in my house. What's my favorite TV show? Well, Cool Dave. If we're talking now, shows that are on, I'd have to say Big Bang Theory. If we're talking shows in the past, Dukes of Hazzard, yeehaw. Do all who in the company keep everything they make? What are you talking about? You talking about dollars or footage? Footage, it's theirs. I have a copy of everybody's footage, yes. But, and I learned this, like, on scene. If you shoot for on scene, that's their footage. They own that footage. When I worked for on scene, I told them, it's not how it works. My eye, my footage. I need the Dukes of Hazzard horn on my car. What I do, and he tried to make that rule up with me when it was the owner previously before Zach. There's been 3 owners of On Scene. There was a guy named Rob, there was Zach, and now the new owner, Jeremy. When I used to work for On Scene and Rob was the owner, Rob tried to say my footage is his, and I was like, no, my footage is mine. I'm an independent contractor. I don't work for you. So I just work under your name. And he used to explain it to me that he actually works for me. He's the one who does my billing, and he's the one who does the money chasing and stuff like that. And I kind of somewhat agreed with him on that. But my eye, my footage. That's how I look at it. You should make bobbleheads of myself for the dashboard. It's possible. The new management company I'm working with can do anything. So maybe I will. Maybe I will do a bobblehead of a little dude holding the camera with a press shirt on. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Bobblehead. My head's big enough. I don't think I need a factual, figurative piece. Literally a piece of me having a big old head. Does the bobblehead go like this? No, you won't be able to see press if the bobblehead went like that. I like that idea. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Or a Funko. It'd be cool if Funko did a piece. You guys should bombard Funko and tell them they need to do one on me. Doesn't count if it comes from me. It's like people told me that I need to get a hold of Rogan and tell him I need to be on his show. Doesn't count when it comes from me. It counts when it comes from you. If you guys want me on Joe Rogan, hit up Joe Rogan. If you guys want to see a bobblehead, I can make that happen. But if you guys want to see a Funko, hit up Funko. And if I if I was to do a bobblehead, I have to have a press shirt on. Have to. And probably a press hat too. And glasses, which is weird because I don't look like this during the day. Bobblehead drinking energy drink, nah. You're gonna get a shirt with my big head on it. Ruthless, when you email Funko, make sure you send them links to the stream, links to the show. Don't just say it's some guy named Scott. You got to give him some examples. Oh, Indie First Alert? Nah, I'm not into that. I like to keep some things to myself. Plus, I'm somewhat embarrassed in my setup. It is one of the best setups in town, but I'm somewhat embarrassed because it's old. You're already watching it, huh, Jay Ashley? That was quick. Yes, yes. And when you're done watching that, there's another reality show that I was on back in 2007, 2008. We call that the prequel now. You can find it on this channel. It's called Stringers LA. What is Funko? Mel, you've seen it, you just don't know. Here, I'll put a link up so you guys can do it. I mean, this is something that you can do also on your own. But, Funko is little figurines with big heads. They're basically everywhere.
1643 West Gage.
I have a Funko Spider-Man. I do. But just Google Funko. You can go to Funko.com. Here. And you'll see what they are. They have one of everybody. There you go. Yes, I believe they're called Pop Funkos, to be honest with you. But I'll know I've made it if I get a Funko. Ruthless, I don't think I can do anything but have my hands down, because if my hands are up, you're not going to see the press shirt. If there's a camera in front of my face, you're not going to see my face. So the bobblehead will probably just be, now the bobblehead, I might be able to have a camera on my shoulder, but for the bobblehead, it'll probably be, probably won't have anything. Tattoos are important though. I'm guessing I'll have to have tattoos on the bobblehead and or the Funko. Janet, how you feeling? How's that drink treating you? There's no difference between Pop Funko and Funko, right? It's the same thing, isn't it?
4501 Wilshire Avenue, 4501 Wilshire Avenue. There's no AW suspects there now. Suspects are 3 female black, number 1 dress, no further. Suspects are armed with kitchen knives. Number for additional footprints is 6.2
Doesn't even make sense. Oh yeah, it does.
13885 PD is still needed on incident 5700. Are you code Sam or code Sam 40th West?
Indy first. Just say your media. Just say your media. Are you? What country are you in? Because that does make a difference. It really does. But just say media. You don't need to say press. You don't need to say what company you're with. Just say media. Every officer, firefighter knows the word media. If you have credentials around your neck, it does make you feel better, and it does help identify you a little better. But it's not a crazy question. Just say you're with the media. U.S. Indianapolis. All right, yeah, Indy. That's where I guess the Indy. Should have known better. Just say you're with media. Just say you're with media, and you can almost make your own media credentials, or for anybody looking for, hold on. NPPA.org. Go to NPPA.org, National Press Photographer Association. You can grab yourself some national credentials, and they'll help you get out of trouble if you ever get into trouble. All right, guys, we got a structure fire we're gonna go to.
Engine 118, squad 87, 36 left, 205 to Richford Street. Runway 36 go. Engine 36, present informant is advising that the best access is from the rear alley.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Jassy. Or wait, Jay Ashley, I think, is what it was. Sorry, guys, I'm driving, can't see. I'll be right back.
Engine 36 at 205 East 220th Street. At a single-story, single-family dwelling. Nothing showing.
We were headed to a structure fire, but now we are canceling / 1022ing due to the fact nothing's showing.
20th Street. Engine 36 on 60, got single-story, single-family dwelling. Nothing showing. Occupants outside. Engine 36 investigating.
In my almost 20 years of experience. When there's nothing showing, there's not gonna be anything showing. Or if it does turn into something, the firefighters are there, it's nothing. So, Jay Ashley, told you, don't get ahead of yourself. You jinxed it. You jinxed it. And am I pronouncing your name right? I mean, that's the best way I could do it. It's basically Ashley with a J in front of it. So is it Jashley? I say J Ashley. Or is the J silent? So I am pronouncing it awesome. I am pronouncing it. That's cool. That's a name I've never seen before. Hey, what's up, Canada? How you doing, eh? Sweet.
Smoldering. Station 36 can't handle.
They had an exterior small fire smoldering. They can handle. Everybody's fine. Everyone's doing just fine. I should have a theme song. Dun, 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 dun.
Engine 45 out of fire, Lakeland South.
Indy First, Scott at loudlabs.com. And you said you have a small rig. One of the things you can do to build your rig up is get yourself a little shoulder mount. Put your camera on a shoulder mount, put a light on it, put a microphone on it. Now all of a sudden it looks a little bigger. It's I've used this example before. I'll use it again.
165, squad 164, difficulty breathing, 2876.
And sorry if I offend anybody when I do use this example. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of LOLs, but I haven't used this example in a while, so some people don't know about it. They don't show the little ones in porn. When you're watching porn, usually they show the big ones. So if you have a big camera, you're very comfortable with who you are and how you approach yourself and how you represent yourself at a scene. If you have a small one, sometimes you're not so comfortable at a scene, and you do need those credentials around your neck to make you feel better. If you're comfortable with the size of camera you have, it doesn't matter if it's big or small. So when you have a small one, just present yourself like you got a big one. Having credentials around your neck make you feel a little better. Having a big camera on your shoulder, everybody knows what you're doing there. When you have a small one, it takes a little more. So it takes a little more confidence. So be confident in who you are and what size camera you have, and go from there. There's always ways of making your smaller one look bigger. Like, but if you have a smaller package, I mean camera, there's ways of making it look bigger. But having that necklace around, I always say too, when it gets back now, I'll get back to serious talk, I don't need a necklace around my neck to do my job. Sometimes you need that necklace to gain access into certain into certain buildings so you can film press conferences and things like that. But for the most part, you know, and this is serious talk, you know, you start small and then you let that camera build you into buying a bigger one, then you buy a bigger one, then you buy the shoulder mount. And if you have a shoulder mount, you feel very comfortable with everybody knows what you're doing there. So if you have the smaller one, people kind of question it. So there's ways of making that smaller one bigger. Get yourself a shoulder mount, throw a light on there, throw a microphone on there, and it seems to help out a lot. But yes, I totally understand that having a smaller one, your confidence level's down. But just be comfortable and confident with who you are and the size your camera is, and it's in. And going back to the funny example is, both cameras, all sizes, get the job done. When the footage is being shown on TV, especially if you work during the day. If you work during the day, doesn't matter what size camera you have. Most HD cameras look the same on TV. If you're working at night, then having a smaller camera doesn't quite work as well because it doesn't have the best quality. But if you're working during the day and you're mostly shooting during the day, a $150 camera from Walmart or $150 camera from Best Buy works. HD is HD, broadcast quality is broadcast quality. So if you're shooting during the day, let that small camera turn into a bigger camera. Let that camera, and it doesn't matter. My point is, the job gets done either way with a big camera or with a little camera. It all gets done the right way. The TV doesn't know what camera it was that it used. When you're watching TV, you have no idea if it was a good camera or a bad camera during the day. At nighttime is when you can start to tell. Did that help? And I'm only talking to Indy here. I'm talking to anybody else who's listening to me. But Indy, did that help?
10-867, have you arrived?
We're going to be code 6 in area 625 East 82nd Street.
Sweet. Glad I could help.
Okay, so that call 15 and copy. On myself, going to be related to the station westbound on 59th from Old College. From Woodlawn.
4501 Mosher Avenue.
Charles Dan William 935.
Charlotte Street.
Yeah, Cool David is slow tonight. Although viewership seems to be up and donations are up, so go figure. Go figure. Usually on a slow night, we average about $100. We've been over a little over $100 tonight, which is kind of cool. I'm not talking about dollars. I'm talking about views. Viewers. And we got 20 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna call it. Although we have been doing okay tonight, so maybe I'll let it go a little longer. But at least. Well, we all know how Janet feels. But Janet, in all seriousness, job gets done either way. Unless you're the Grand Canyon. Scott, what's the best of contact news stations when you're new and just starting out? It's a good question. And I've said this answer before. Just upload your footage to social media and attach the stations. If you upload to YouTube, send your YouTube footage to their Facebook. If you upload to Instagram, attach them to the Instagram. At first, they'll contact you and ask you to use it for free. Let them. It's how you get your foot in the door. But now you have their contact info. Not that I'm aware of, Cool Dave. There could be, but that doesn't mean anything. You're welcome, 192. You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm the stringer who brings all the stringers together. Back in the day, this was a secret society, and stringers didn't tell anybody about the job they did because anybody can do it. And when the first show happened, social media didn't really exist. So I helped people out who needed help or wanted help. But now with social media and with the popularity of the new show, Howard doesn't return emails and doesn't want to help anybody. Zach's out of the business, so I took it upon myself to be the stringer who unites all the stringers. And I've done a pretty good job on it.
If you guys are listening, I'm going to drive by, so...
You just said you have a cross on Highway 39? No cross, just the base of the mountain.
Joel, it's not for me to say, but he's not in the industry anymore. There could be a chance that he'll come back, but he's having too much fun playing fake cop and bounty hunter with Patty Mayo, so I don't see him coming back. And if he does come back, he's definitely not coming back to On Scene.
87 is responding in about 5. And 86, you have a 2005.
Cool Dave? Yes. They don't leave comments, but absolutely they do. Paula, that's a good question. I'm listening for tones. I'm listening for sounds. If I hear those sounds or tones, that means a good fire might be coming out or a good accident. If I hear a cop over the radio giving street addresses and breathing hard and yelling and sirens in the background, that means a good pursuit. J. Cole, I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. You want to meet privately and give me money? I'll happily tell you what happened to Zach. But I'm going to call your bluff. And I don't think you will. Copy that. It's the possible shooter. Are you going 97? It's out at the base of the hill. It wasn't a Black Crown Vic. It was a Charger, and I could have got the coloring wrong. It might have very well been Howard. But I didn't see press plates on it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't. So I don't know. I know Howard was in the area the day after that. So, and I don't know if Howard's double spotlighted. He might be, but it wasn't a Crown Vic, it was a Charger. He'll give me a donut and a cup of coffee. Well, Joe, I'm not eating donuts right now, and I could use a cup of coffee, but no, it's not for me to say. But, like J. Cole said, money talks. So, if there's ever a season 2, which means there's money involved, I'll happily tell everybody how it happened and what happened. Do I have spotlights? I have a single one. Bam! There she is. What's up, Pat? Fat Vinny. I'm not allowed to go there unless I go to the Canadian consulate first. If I go to the Canadian consulate and get a piece of paper from there, I can enter your country. But if I don't do that, I'm going to go to jail if I try to enter your country again. J. Cole, I don't know of anything going on with LAPD right now. I know the sheriffs have the possible vehicle of the active shooter. We'll see about that, though. We'll see about that.
Any run for unit other just occurred 1330 West at 12th Street and suspect amount is not a long hair, white shirt.
Well, Nancy, so I've been to Canada plenty of times. I don't know about plenty. I've been to Canada a handful, 4 or 5 times, and on the 5th time, I was going through customs, and they said any alcohol or tobacco on you, and I said nope, not yet. And they said come here and talk with us. So they went through my stuff. I had nothing on me, but when they ran my record at the time, and some of it, a lot of it had to do with my job. They have a point system. So for everything that, how do I explain this? Every time you've been arrested or pulled over or whatever, it goes to a point system for them. And if you have so many points, you're not allowed in. Doesn't matter what your points are for. And it has nothing to do with being convicted. It has to do with arrests. So I've been arrested a handful of times, and all those have a certain amount. Each arrest has a point thing attached to it. So many points, not allowed in. When the guy was walking me back to the plane for my plane ride home, he said, we get lots of people who have worse things going on than you do that come here, i.e. performers, bands, actors, things like that. And you just have to go to the consulate first. If you go to the consulate, and get a piece of paper from them, which basically they run your record, they talk to you about what they do, they give you a piece of paper and go. But the guy did say, if you ever try to come into our country again without that consulate, you're going to go to prison for a long time. He said, don't fall asleep in a vehicle with your friends near the border and have them try to cross. So I believe him. And ever since then, I've not gone to Canada. But I have gone, and every time I went, it was to the same place. Landed in Vancouver, drove to Whistler, Blackcomb.
41 chest mains, left 218 South Avalon, crossing 135th.
How about an LED light bar instead of spotlight? Nah.
427 back to the vehicle.
Nah. No, you don't need to sign a petition. All I need to do is go to the consulate if I ever wanted to go back.
Extracting the third passenger.
Extracting the third passenger? It's not like these dudes were shooting at people. I think they were just in the hills shooting and somebody caught them. They might be in a little bit of trouble though. Well, thank you, Jackie. Thank you very much.
CPI traffic, figure and 190 SG, CPI mail next to 2017.
Jackie, I believe you might be new to this. Are you aware of it? I know everyone's tired of me talking about it, but I'm going to always talk about it because it brings more attention to the show. Jackie, have you seen the show that I'm on, the TV show? Oh, you are aware. Awesome. Now I don't have to say it no more.
South Hobart Boulevard, 7710 South Hobart Boulevard at the residence.
I'm glad you can join us, Jackie. Thank you so much. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain you guys. Obviously, tonight hasn't really been too entertaining. But never been to Wyoming. Would love to go to Jackson Hole. I would love to. I would love to go to Jackson Hole. I hear it is great. David, who's Alex?
Engine 124 overdose, 25520 Crockett Lane, Rosa Hudson.
J. Cole, the active shooter is up in Azusa, near Azusa Canyon. Right now they're at the base. Indy first. Yeah, I'll check it and I'll reply to you on the email. I'm not going to check it right now. Thank you, Cool Dave. Thank you very much.
West 106 crossing anchor.
at Haynes and Havenhurst, Fenstead at Haynes and Bennell, and Herville.
Engine 98, Assault BLS 13419, South Avenue, across Foster Road.
Unit 44, 4501, Moses, that's it,
Between Bennell or Haynes and Victory, right? 8% PJ.
Look at it as a nice semi for additional.
415, Roger. Burnett, 1538, Roger. 67710 South Cold Park.
The Terminator, I'm not a car guy, so I don't know. But you can probably Google 2014 Dodge Charger Pursuit, and it'll tell you. All-wheel drive. All-wheel drive. Very important, that all-wheel drive part. Fat Vinny. Let's see. Blue,
On the west side on Havenhurst, north of Victory on the west side of the street.
red, black, silver. I've had 4 Crown Vics, right? Blue, red, black, silver. Yeah, the silver one was my favorite one. That one's actually still in commission, as we say. And Mike, my cousin in the IE, he drives it. Looks like there's a pursuit.
All units on all frequencies stand by. 16 George 62 is in pursuit of a code 37 vehicle. Eastbound Terabella from Laurel Canyon. A black BMW, 4 occupants requesting a backup supervisor in the air unit.
I'm too far from it. Don't get excited.
Eastbound Terabella, conducting a southbound turn on
427, red 5, 427.
16 George 62 is continuing eastbound Terabella, now making a southbound turn on Midtown Fair.
Copy, red 5.
Pursuit, I'm hearing it on North Valley.
16 George 62 is continuing southbound passing Glamour.
Copy that, yeah, I'm copying it on
Cool Dave, I think 2012 is the last year.
Approaching Pewen.
I think 2012 is the last year. And from what I understand and from what I heard, sheriffs bought them all out. All the 2012 interceptors that were available here in California and a lot throughout the country, LA sheriffs just bought them out. Some of them are still, I don't think, been used. And that's why you see a lot of sheriffs running those still. How far do I travel? Well, it all depends on what, when, where, and who's out. I have a dude covering the valley right now. No need for me to go out there. What's your opinion on streaming with the Dodge Durango? Indy first. I'd rather get that than the Explorer. If I was to move into an SUV, I'd totally rather get that. And those are just now coming up because they've been police cars for a little over a year now, because it takes about a year before they decommission them, depending on how many miles they get. But you should be able to start finding them now for sale.
From Laurel Canyon, 3 occupants in a vehicle, black BMW, 3 Series. 16 George 60 is en route, requesting 4 units in the pursuit.
Mel, definitely close enough to do a ride along with anybody in Huntington Beach. It does cost dollars though, unless you're a firefighter or a police officer or retired firefighter or retired police officer. It does cost money to do a ride along with me. I apologize, but them the rules.
Area is approximately 20 seconds out.
You got money? It's usually $300 for a half night, $500 for a full night, but because you found me on this stream, I charge the streamers $200 for a half night, which is 4 hours, and $400 for a full night, which is 6 hours. And who knows, it could be longer than that. Same for the 4, and it is splittable with somebody else. I don't have a back seat, but I do have a seatbelt back there. If you bring a pillow or a cushion, you can totally sit back there. So basically $100 per person for 4 hours. But if it's just one person, $200.
Correction, that's from Pierce.
The suspect vehicle sees you to the curb northbound Amboy from Pierce.
coming up on Van Nuys and going to be continuing through Van Nuys.
Sweet, Mel. Hit me up, Scott at loudlabs.com, and we can go from there. My next ride along, I believe, is what are we? April 28th. Got a father and son team from Sydney, Australia, coming out and saying hello. J. Cole, if you bring a pillow or a cushion, you'll be fine.
1 street north. That looks like it's going to be your Mercer.
It's kind of like sitting on a speaker box. You know, the old school speaker box that people used to put in their car, and they had to change the rules on sound. Remember the 80s when some people would just bump it and you couldn't even hear anybody singing, you would just hear the boom, 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 boom. Helicopters and police. Brooke, is the pursuit near you? Yes, Brooke, it's a pursuit. We're listening to it. It's this. Listen up, you can hear the streets, Brooke.
Eastbound on Weekner.
George 60 to airship. If you're available, go to tracking, please.
Yes, continue eastbound on Weekner. Pursuit. Driver is going to be a male in red clothing.
Footmail.
Eastbound, stand by First Street. Eastbound, red over blue. He's cutting back southbound in the houses. And I do have officers in foot pursuit. He's doubling back right towards the TC, guys. He's doubling back right towards the TC. He's going to be hopping out just on the other side of the white fence. And that will be a Weidner and Telfair.
Lisa, one of those would work too.
Oh, yes, officer and correction officer and foot pursuit, Weidner and Telfair. The termination of the pursuit, 657 Hispanic, red over blue.
Yeah, Jojo. Absolutely, there is.
One repeating. I got it. Hey guys,
absolutely,
you got the
there
suspect
is.
down in that property that you guys are in foot pursuit of? Hey guys, someone come up, talk to me. Do you got the guy in foot pursuit, the driver underneath my light? If not, we got to start springing a perimeter.
Negative. There's one ready. We don't have them in the car.
Okay, copy that. Let's just start taking a perimeter. Let's go Weidner down to Luber. I need my next unit, York unit.
Yeah, but he TC'd into the curb. He didn't TC into anything interesting.
Need my next down to Luber.
Now it's going to go to
Tamarack. Luber and Tamarack.
they don't have him in custody, so it's going to go into a containment. It's just a stolen vehicle.
We gotta go further than Luber. One just went southbound from Luber.
I wonder if I can make that.
Hey, Luber and where? Hit me with your light.
I'm gonna be down at Luber and Fillmore now. I'm sorry, Fillmore and Tamarack.
Okay, do you still have eyes on him? I got 2 blocks here. Do we need more?
No, sir. I need him down to Fillmore, but he's in the houses.
Okay, copy that. Hey, hold this unit underneath my light right here. Just hold this intersection right here. Bring your car out a little bit more. And if I could get this other one coming up and looks like Telfair, go northbound, grab mid-block. George unit flipping to you, come down and hold about right here. George unit flipping to you, going southbound, hold about right there.
I'll be right back. Told you I'd be back, and I'm back.
Hey, George supervisor.
You be quiet. I'm not listening to you no more. We're on our way to a vehicle fire. Nothing of any interest, and it's midnight, so it's my turn to say goodbye. But I won't say goodbye yet. I'll say goodbye after this vehicle fire. Maybe I'll stay on a little longer. Obviously, I'm going to stay on a little longer. But even after the vehicle fire becomes nothing, maybe I'll stick it out until 12:15. I'd like to get you guys some sort of story. You've all been so nice tonight. Extremely nice. A little too nice. Paula, the speed limit. Duh.
Automatic alarm 1001 average.
Squad 191 Harbor 1, Chesapeake, Euclid on Harbor. PMC.
Any main station contact? Metro, yes, we're on scene. Patient, we're waiting for patient. He's a little belligerent. Rescue 38. Metro Rescue, there you go. We have a call taker on the line with a patient. Wait that you're not with them. Is that Tikaroa in East Street?
Son of a biscuit. Another car fire just came out in the same area. I don't know if it's going to be one and the same, or if it's
Copy. We'll go to that location. Is this
another one. There might be two.
The patient from last time.
Dude, stop doing that.
From 87, add an 800.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Rescue 903 quarter. Engine 1,
Squad 31,
copy.
1533.
Engine 100, Control Center, Section Havenhurst, victory. 6,
I'm trying to...
8001, Joe Benita Canyon Road.
What's up, guys? I'm good. How are you?
57,
I'm going to the car fire. It's on 79th and Danker, and I didn't want to cut you guys off. Thank you. That was LAPD. Just got some love from LAPD. That was really cool of them.
Everyone, just 51, cancel 867. 867, cancel the city. Metro.
But they did slow me down.
Falls, 520 Southwest Boulevard.
But whatever. They were really cool. I want to cut them off, and then they kind of like blocked me. And then when I rolled the window down, and I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Then they were, "Oh, you're a streamer," and I didn't want to correct them. But I mean, he was car fire, and he was like, "Yes, sometimes I do get some love from LAPD." Looks like we're late to the party though.
Central Convention 23, Engine 23, they have an apartment 705B, 251 Millwood Avenue. Engine 51, left base, 617 control.
So I missed it. It had potential of being good, but I missed it. These guys got it out quick, and we'll wait for the horn to turn off. Could have been worse if it got up into the apartment right there, but it doesn't look like it did. Especially, oh, firefighters are up there checking for extension. So we missed that one, but it is what it is. That's the name of the game. Luckily, nobody was injured. There was an injured vehicle, but no injuries to people. Yeah, I didn't get flames, so probably not. Nah, not. I didn't get any flames. It's hard to sell a fire without a fire, unless there was an injury or some special circumstances. Probably not. LOUDLABS. LOUDLABS. Okay, all right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thank you for the donation.